Okay then, Ed. Did you enjoy your last bit of crafting?
Oh, yes.
Should we do some more?
Why not?
People did like it.
That's good.
I showed you all the comments that people were saying.
I know.
Would you like to say?
An overnight internet success.
Were you surprised that
I can dream.
Were you surprised that people thought you were good?
Indeed. Although it's just my hands. Here they are. What?
Well, yeah, your hands are doing the making.
Indeed.
But it comes from your brain as well.
Okay. Despite the fact that mine is very small.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
So, we've done stamping. What else do I usually do on my cards?
I don't know.
Well, when you looked at that stamped one, you went, "Oh, is that it?" I'm used to it being more elaborate and whatever.
Yeah, okay.
So what other things could you do on a card?
3D dodecahedrons. I think you're going to tell them. So.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just wondering what of my equipment, what would you quite like to use? Don't be rude. Don't look. What? Because I've prepared something for you.
Okay, just like a Peter.
Yeah.
Here's one you prepared earlier.
So.
Well, show all the boys and girls.
We're going to make that.
Okay. Well, I was thinking, bits of ribbon. They're often on your cards.
Yeah.
Hey, fantastic. And shiny things.
Yeah.
And, backgrounds.
So what we're going to do in this card is no stamping, as you can see.
Okay.
There's no stamping, but what we've got is you're going to be using a punch.
Indeed.
The tree. You're going to be using a die cut for the square, and you're going to use an embossing folder. So that's like loads.
It is.
You're going to do loads.
Will I cope?
Will you, do you think you can manage it?
I don't know. This is one for all our Scottish viewers, as you can see. A nice tartan.
Yeah. Call it plaid.
Or a plaid. In
Plaid.
America.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to use.
Marvellous.
So shall we go and get it done?
Yes, let's.
Here we go. So here we are at the stamp mat. You can tell they're Ed's hands, can't you? They're different. Very. So we're going to make that. All right. And so to make that, you need. What have I done with my card blank? Oh, it's there. It's there waiting. So these are all the bits that you need. So you've got your card base, and this is what we call in the trade a C6 size.
Right. Okay.
So
looks like A5.
It is. That's exactly what it is. It's A5. So it's half a sheet of A4, cut in half, scored down the middle. So this is A6, but they call it a C6 card.
Right.
Okay.
Is that an EU directive?
Don't know, to be fair.
Just wondered. Okay.
And then that's a card mat which has been cut so that you get an 1/8 of an inch border all the way around.
Okay.
Okay. So.
And that's the bit we're going to emboss.
Yeah, well done.
Hey.
But first of all,
it can be taught.
First of all, so that's the embossing folder.
Okay.
Okay, but we're going to die cut first. Okay, so these are our stitched shapes, and we're going to use this to cut a square out the top there.
Just here, like this.
Like that.
Okay.
So
we're actually cutting a. Should I take this or this?
Yeah.
Which bit am I doing?
You're cutting out of that.
This one. Okay.
Yeah.
So edge down.
Edge down.
Okay. Just remove that. Let's line this up.
Yeah.
It's reasonably central.
Yeah. How are you going to cut it?
How am I going to cut it? Pressing down really hard.
Well, effectively, that is what we're doing, but you're going to use a machine to do it.
Okay.
It's called
Yes.
a die cutting machine.
A die cutting machine.
Do you know
Right.
where my die cutting machine is?
I've absolutely no idea.
Do you know what one looks like?
No, I never come in here. How would I know?
We've seen me use it sometimes.
Can't I do it by
front and
hand?
No.
I mean, mechanisation just laid waste to employment, and now what are you saying?
You're a strong man, but you cannot.
I can't do that.
You cannot do that.
Okay.
So bring that big shot in. Put it here.
Bring the big shot into. God, it is heavy.
Yeah.
Right.
So we need.
Can you see that at home? I think so.
So what you need. So what we've got is a magnetic platform,
Okay.
and then that's your cutting plate. Okay, you can see that because it's all mucky. So you put that on there.
Okay.
Right, it's magnetic, so it holds the die in place. But because it's
yes,
a straight edge, and this is basically like a mangle. Remember your mum had a mangle in her back garden? Do you remember? We cleaned
I'm
it
not
up.
that old. Oh, right.
No, the
oh,
one it was a garden
yes, that we never actually used for drawing clothes.
but we help it. So it's actually quite hard for the big shot to cope with that straight edge going in. So we actually put it at an angle. Okay. So you need to. You were right in to sort of centre that up, so you're sort of happy with it. If you can see where I've put it on here. So what I've done is to make the side margins the same as the top margin.
Okay, so did you notice the patronising way she said at an angle? I'll have you know I got my O-level maths at the age of 50. Anyway, do carry on.
There we go.
Et voila.
Yes.
Will that do?
Yes, that will.
Right, now then, so I just push this through.
No, but you need to put a plate
Obviously
on
need
top.
to put a plate on, and it's this way up.
Yeah. So you put that one on there. Okay.
Okay, is that going to...
Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to push it.
I don't?
No, you just need to turn that handle.
Is that...
Yeah, I would just hold it in place a little bit whilst you
Okay,
and
that's
then
fine.
turn that handle.
All right,
Are you be able to do it with your wrong hand?
like this.
Yeah, but you need to catch it.
I was going to say,
There.
just remembering not to catch my fingers.
And
Ow!
don't hurt that finger.
No.
All the way through.
Okay. Oop.
Usually people put the hands on top there.
I know, but I've just got to be different, haven't I? There you are.
There you go. Mind the window there.
Oh, that pane of glass, yes. Marvellous.
And then that should have cut that square out.
Et voila.
Well done.
How marvellous. Right,
So now we want to emboss this.
we do.
We
So
would do exactly the same thing, but putting that card in the embossing folder. So the card that you're now left, it goes through the embossing folder. Because can you see that on this card,
Yes.
that's smooth and that's embossed?
Yes, I noticed.
Good. So we're going to put that in there.
I presume that was why we cut it out before embossing.
Yes. Now, just wait one moment.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
waiting.
Now you've pushed that right up to the top, and it actually doesn't emboss all the way up to the top. So, so you have to pull it down a little bit.
There.
Yeah.
Put it back in place.
Yeah, that's fine. Now we need a base. Okay. Now that embossing folder doesn't work with a magnetic platform. Okay, so we get our other platform in, which is that one. So can you bring that one in?
Is this one here?
Yeah, so that goes underneath that. Okay, and because these are extra thick, you need to add, and I can't remember now how many layers I do, so we'll try it with that. You don't need a bottom plate, you just need the top.
Okay.
And you have to make sure it's the same width as this platform, so you have to make sure that it's not over the edge, because you'll ruin it. And now try and
Okay. Does that look the same way?
push that in a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, now turn that.
Now turn this again. Okay.
Is it going through? Is it complaining?
It's complaining.
Right, let me just feel it. Yeah, so that's too thick. So it isn't that one. That one's too thick. It's that thinner one there.
Right.
So,
So that goes on the bottom.
yeah, so that goes
Is
on.
that still in place?
Yep, yeah, looks it.
Yeah, okay.
Put that one in there.
All right.
And now crank it up.
Right then.
You're not.
And
make sure you get it in. Yep.
And that's pushing it as well. Ah, marvellous.
Does that feel better?
Yes, it's got.
Now what you're going to be careful is that's much bigger. That will go straight through the window. So you might need to pull the whole big shot back a little tad.
To allow space at the other end.
Yeah.
Yes. There we go.
Put your hand on the top.
That's right. Let's do it this way.
There you
Oh,
go.
I know it's come through.
I know, now you know.
With a gap at the end.
So if you just take that off first, then we can push that one back.
Marvellous.
Take that one.
There you are. Good spatial awareness from the novice there.
There you go. And then we can put that out of the way. We don't need it anymore. Put it over there.
That's it. Hand you those. That is heavy.
Yes. That's why I've got muscles.
Right then.
Don't need that one either.
Goes back.
Okay.
Shall we see if it's embossed?
Shall we?
Oh, look. There. Just like your nan's wallpaper.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Oh, I do.
It's quite cute, isn't it?
It is.
Okay.
So that goes, let's see. Now then, I remember last week you gave me some sticky buttons. Do I get the same, or is it just glued on?
That's just glued on.
Oh, fine.
Those are going to be sticky buttons, as you call them.
Yes.
As you can see, that bit's raised,
It is.
but that bit's stuck
Okay.
right down.
Can I have some glue, please?
You can have some glue.
I shall try not to glue my fingers together. On this side. Right then. Are you going to tell me there's a technique for administering this?
Well, oh, there's a technique for everything, but you just want to squeeze gently. It'll come out.
Is it going to be visible?
Yes, it is. There's just none coming out
There's
right
just
now.
none coming out, okay.
It's getting to the end of it. There
Ah,
we go.
there we are. One. It's a little bit thick there, isn't it? So
It is a bit
if
thick.
I just
You can,
move some of that like that?
yeah. And you're going to want to go along the bottom of that square as well.
I am. How about this one too?
Yeah.
There we
Okay,
go.
that'll be lovely.
Okay, jazz hands. I'm improvising.
Now, what I
Improvising. Never
might
mind.
do is use, because you have got a bit of lumps, do you want to
Okay.
spread them out a little bit? Not with the brush end.
Not with the brush end,
No,
with the wood.
I use the, yeah, I use something with cocktail sticks, so
Ah.
that's me improvising. No, I use the brush as a dry brush, so I don't want any glue on it.
Fair enough, I get that. Right,
Okay, that
thank
should,
you.
That should be fine. I'll give that a wipe.
Cheers. I'm going to put this on.
Yeah. And you should have the same margin all the way around.
Indeed, I'm just there.
So you should have some wiggle room to just move it up a little bit.
Just, yep, slightly.
Yeah, just,
There we go. Right,
yeah,
that'll do.
yeah, super duper. Excellent. Voila.
Et voila.
So do you want to get the die cut out?
More than anything.
So
Right.
Just slightly gently.
Just slightly gently.
Yeah.
Slightly gently.
Just round the edges, and
Just round the edges.
just to release it. It should come out.
Can you see she's itching to do it?
I am. I'm stopping
Just,
myself.
yes, please. For this is the way I shall learn.
Indeed. You're learning really well. Quite impressed.
She's back to the patronising
No,
tone.
I'm not being patronising. I'm being genuine. Thank you so much.
That's quite right. Oh, look, there. It's
See?
like stitching on a pair of shoes.
And that will, and that was why it was slightly difficult to come out of the die cut.
Okay, and
So that's going to go in there.
Comme ça.
Okay, but before we put it in there, we want to get
To
our
decorate this.
tree. So that's our punch. We used a punch before.
I don't think I have.
Right, and so we've got some
It's the
scraps
first
here.
time for everything.
So what colour plaid do you want?
Plaid. Did you know plaid actually means Wales?
Does it?
in Welsh, hence Plaid Cymru.
Ah.
Yes. So a definite Celtic flavour to this
So you want that one?
this card, right? That's enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
I rather like the red.
Right, now.
So that right. Now then, do you know? I think I need to put it in here, don't I?
You do, but you need to open it first.
Ah, that would help.
So the way you open it is there's a little that. Just move that. That's the knot.
Ah, right. Okay.
Okay.
And then this goes what in here?
It does. So you turn it round so you can see. Turn the punch round so you can see. Everybody thinks
Yeah.
that you punch like that, but you actually punch looking at it so you can see.
Okay.
Now you want to, so you can see your plaid.
Yeah.
So turn it round the other way. And you push it down.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. And then you just squeeze.
And it, well, not putting it, not
Not
locking
that,
it. Okay.
just squeeze.
Look, so simple.
Turn it the way up. There.
There you go. And we'll save this and make something useful with it later.
We will. And that's why they all go in my little package, because those little scraps will get used for something.
There. That's at an angle.
It is at an angle. What do you want it at an angle?
No.
No. Okay.
Marvellous.
So we're going to stick that down. And why don't you try and use a glue tape? Have you used one of these before?
Only when it's got Tipp-Ex in.
Yeah. It's a bit like the Tipp-Ex, except it's got glue on it.
Right, so all I'm doing is just rolling
Run
it.
it down. Yeah. That's it. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, and then quickly.
Yeah, well, you don't have to be quick with it.
No.
A minute, 'cause you haven't got enough on it.
I haven't. Okay.
You've only got a strip from there to there.
Is
so
that not enough?
No, so you really need a bit towards the top
Up there.
as well.
Okay.
That'll be enough. Okay.
There we are. Right. So lining this up, and put this in the middle.
Yeah. Why don't you put your square straight on your grid mat and it's easier to see. You've got lines there for a reason. That's it. And then try and centre it.
I think that's about centre, maybe down.
Okay, lovely jubbly.
Indeed.
Right, now
See? Can you see what's taking shape at home, viewers?
we have this ribbon that's got Merry Christmases on it.
Okay.
And what I did, as you can see, is I put it across there. But if you want to, you can put it underneath. You can sort of choose where you want that Merry Christmas to go.
I think I'll put it underneath,
Right,
actually.
okay.
That works
And
fine as it is.
there is two sentiments. You've got a squirrely one and I think so.
Indeed.
Which do you want?
Okay. I think the one in capitals.
Yeah. Okay.
And of course, if we were doing this in the States, it would say Happy Holidays.
Well, it is an American company. I think,
Okay.
So
Right,
yeah.
so do you want to cut through the dot
Yeah, you can do.
or keep that in?
It's up to you.
Right, so if I'm doing that, I want it the same angle, yes?
Yeah. You can pull the ribbon out a bit more and wind it back out if it's easier.
They are sharp.
They are. They're my ribbon scissors and other scissors. But I do use these for ribbon.
Extremely sharp. It's got both dots in. Marvellous. Okay.
Okay.
So let's put that there.
Happy about that?
Ecstatic, darling. Right.
Super. Right. So I've got some rhinestones there. Okay.
I feel a Glenn Campbell song coming on.
So these are rhinestones. Okay, and they're not that colour, are they?
No.
Do you know how I make them that colour?
By painting them.
I do. Well, yeah.
Well, with
Alcohol markers. Used alcohol marker before on the
I did.
the snowman card.
Right.
So you decide which size. So we've got 3 different sizes. So decide which size rhinestone you want.
Too big, too small, just right.
right.
Just like Goldilocks.
Yeah.
So
So colour them with the marker.
whilst they're still on.
Yeah.
Okay, see.
And that kind of turns them a little bit
It
sort
does.
of goldy. So we want one in each corner, and then I put one on the top of the tree as well. So you want,
Yeah, that one's looking quite lonely, so I'll
yeah.
colour that one.
So have you got it
So-
all round the edges as well?
Good point. The answer to that was no. So Right, just put that to one side.
We'll put the lid on this. It's an alcohol marker and we don't want it to dry. So we just leave that for a second. It's alcohol marker, so it will actually dry quite quickly.
Okay, just checking. It's coloured. Do you know
you're going to do some more?
I am. Might as well do it properly.
Indeed.
Right.
Right, so I'll get you a new packet of dimensionals out because the other one's virtually all used up. So, whilst we're waiting for that to dry, you can put dimensionals on the back of that.
The sticky squares.
They're not a square.
They're not, in fact. They are hexagons.
Exactly.
Right, and that's just one in each corner?
One in each corner.
Okay. Two. Very tessellating.
Okay. Do you want to put one in the middle? I tend to.
Our best had then.
Okay.
Right, then simply peel back. 1, 2.
I found one of them in the shower the other day. Did you notice?
No. It's a very efficient tidying up system. Just simply sweep it onto the floor and it's as if it was never there.
Yeah. Well, who did this a while back?
What, 2015?
Yeah, about then.
Right.
So now you want to make sure you get it inside the square. And don't press down,
And don't press
hard
down
until
till
you're satisfied.
Satisfied, indeed. Do you know, because that there. And now I shall press down.
Yeah.
Gently. So
That's
as
lovely.
right.
Now to get the rhinestones on, you use my pokey tool.
It's a tool for everything.
Yeah. So let's get it out there. So that you should be able to just lift up. Do you want me to
Is
demonstrate?
this what Sharon Stone used in that film?
You might find it easier if you've got that on there.
Okay.
You just pick one up. There you go, and you pop it where you want it.
Oh, look at that. Such deftness, he said before dropping it. That'll learn me, won't it?
Yes.
Don't be so big-headed. All right, 1, 2.
You can count as well, that's really clever. Count and craft.
I can also say rude things
Yeah,
to you, but I shall save them for later.
I had to bleep that out of the last video.
I did, you.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you'll notice, viewers, that tonight it's been profanity-free. That will account for the large gaps in my dialogue, where, unbeknownst to you, Jez has edited.
There's no editing on this so far.
That's what she's telling you. Dear, oh dear.
Do you not want to put it more at the top of the tree?
Sorry? Yes, I was trying. I thought it would be. Oh dear. And that one stuck on my finger. And I was doing so well.
I don't think you'd pushed any of them down. You just sort of placed them on.
Okay. So, alright, I'm going to get that one off. Right, so I can put it there. And I'm going to turn that around. It will go.
It will.
Don't laugh.
I'm not laughing.
Yes, you are. See? It's doing nothing for my confidence.
You're doing very well, darling.
She's patronising me again.
There you go.
Such is our relationship. There you are.
There you go. Now, what do you think you might stick?
I was thinking about what I might stab, but obviously this is a family show.
What might you stick that on with?
Sellotape.
Well,
Double backed.
Yeah.
You are joking.
No.
No. There you see. Only this is special crafting sellotape. What's it called?
double-sided tape. Tear tape, in fact.
Oh, it hasn't got a fancy name.
Well, no, not really.
Right, okay. So,
just
has this got, so what do I need? Do I need to sort of...
Just need to place it on that, and when you get to the end, you tear it. That's why it's called tear tape.
No, too far.
It doesn't matter, you can rip the end off. You can't actually see what you're doing. There you go, yeah.
It's deliberate.
Yeah. I kind of see the reflection in the window.
Okay, so let me just, can I? So then I tear it. Is
Yeah.
that what literally that's what you do?
Yeah. 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 Tear, tear, tear.
Tear, tear, tear.
So there you go.
Right, okay.
And then just, you need to take your bone folder and rub it along so to make sure that it's actually stuck well to the ribbon.
Okay.
So press quite hard.
Quite hard.
Quite hard.
But don't grind.
No.
I learnt that last week.
You did.
No grinding.
There you go.
Right.
And then you should be able to just sort of lift it up. If you can't do it, then you can use a pokey tool to help you. But it does lift fairly well.
See, it's wanting to.
You just want to lift the white off and not the whole sticky bit off.
Yeah, even I'd work that out.
Yeah, and that's why you press down to help with that process. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's easier if you get a bit in there as opposed to the end. You know what I mean?
I do. See, I'm just struggling to get this off without lifting the whole thing. Is that... Is that...
Yep. There you
That's what I
go.
wanted.
Now what you want to make sure is that you now stick it straight on here.
And the right way up.
Yeah. Don't push down too hard until you're happy.
But I am.
Right.
Right, it's come on a little bit.
Yeah, it's
Tom,
frayed a little bit.
Just frayed.
But it's okay.
That's all right.
There.
My second ever card. There you are.
So, I quite like it with it down.
Me too.
I like both.
There.
So that's lovely.
Oh, and don't forget, when you finish with the tools,
Don't do that.
just drop them on the floor.
I have my tool tidy. It goes in that.
Okay.
That's why they're all in there. Take the mick out of me being untidy. There. So, well done.
I think that definitely needs some jazz hands.
So will there be a blog post with this on and all the measurements?
A blog post. I don't know. What is one of those?
So I always write all the measurements down on my blog, like a website, darling.
Lovely.
Okay? And normally I put a link and you can click on it there.
Okay, marvellous.
And then there's a link that will come up there
Okay.
if people want to subscribe to the channel and see a bit more crafting.
Okay.
Okay? And then there's usually a thing that flashes here if people want to look at some more videos.
Okay.
And I might link your last video there, so if people have not seen your craft before, they can go and look at your first effort.
You can see the continuing progress
Yeah.
of the total amateur. There you are.
And then we say thank you for watching and see you again soon. And if they want to buy anything, there's links to my shop down below,
Okay.
and you can get to my shop through there as well. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thanks, people. See you next time.